Imagine if you could run .NET applications like they were built in C++ back in the day. I was inspired by a video I recently watched where Borland, the original Borland compiler, it launched in a fraction of a second. And so I said, you know what? This application that I wrote in WPF on Windows, can I get that same performance if I were to build it in Avalonia cross-platform? And as you see, I was indeed able to get this application to launch the way that I was inspired by Anders Heidelberg original Turbo Pascal Borland software application. So, Windows Presentation Foundation, a mainstay in Windows software development, particularly internal software applications for IT departments. And it allows you to make more visually refined software applications for the desktop optimized for Microsoft Windows. And it is a great idea. The only thing is, you can only run it on Windows. So I wanted to download my WPF code, and the question before me was, do I update it using Visual Studio, or do I attempt to use the command line? And so on this particular occasion, I needed to update Visual Studio before I could move forward on what I wanted to do. And Visual Studio was taking forever. And I've been asking this question for a couple of years. 2, 3, up to 5 GB to update an IDE. And in this particular case, I am running on a Pentium-based system. I have a couple of computers, and the one that I run for Windows uses a quad-core Pentium processor with 4 GB of RAM. I did upgrade it from a mechanical hard drive to a solid state, and you know, some may criticize the choice of a computer for this particular purpose, but here's the thing. When I do things on the command line on this computer, um, there's not much of a performance decline compared to doing things visually. So putting all that aside, I was like, okay, let me start using ahead of time compile on these desktop .NET applications. And this is something that I'm exploring, and I want to see what this looks like. And so here I've launched it on this Pentium-based computer, and as you see, it doesn't take very long for it to launch. Um, so top tier desktop apps on Windows and beyond is possible with C Sharp and Avalonia. And once we, start to refine and improve and streamline the way we build software applications using Avalonia, then we're able to enter a whole new era in how desktop applications are built and put together. Keep in mind that um, I am fundamentally a web developer who spent 13 years refining my desktop development skills using C++ and GTK in Linux. And I have over 20 years using WPF on Windows parallel to doing web development using ASP.NET. And I find that there's room for both. And when we do need desktop applications, we now have a tool that we can use not only for Windows, but everywhere as well.